This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast. Boom, 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 boom.
Boom, shakalaka.
Boom shakalaka. How are you?
Shakalaka. Doing pretty good, Marcy. Pretty good.
Yeah.
I went skiing yesterday and it was great.
Where did you go ski?
Little Mountain High. Very close to LA. It's really a fun mountain.
That's awesome. That's so awesome.
It was nice.
Oh, anything spooky happen on them slopes?
On those slopes, the spookiest thing that happened was a lot of people just not being in control.
Being bad
Very
skiers.
scary. Very scary. Yeah.
And
all with like GoPros where it's like nobody wants to watch you fall down a hill.
That is not true, Betsy.
Actually, now I'm like, I do want to see that footage.
Now that I have said it, I actually would enjoy.
Wait a second. Let's watch you fall down a hill.
I find with almost all sports, inexperienced people are what makes it the most dangerous.
Absolutely.
I can remember when we started, when that crew of ladies started playing basketball.
Uh-huh.
Very dangerous because no one knew what they were doing.
Yeah. It's
So many torn ACLs, Achilles, so many torn ligaments.
Because it's also just like you haven't had, it's probably been years for a lot of people being like, I don't know when my body is like, I need to stop. I need to slow down. I need to rest, and that's when so much shit happens where you're tired and it's just like, okay, goodbye every ankle and Achilles and whatever.
And it's sudden stopping too. Like it's sudden starts because you have to sprint and then kind of plant yourself. So it's not one of the more dangerous sports, but you can tear some shit.
I remember being like, I think I'll play, and then hearing so many stories after the first week of being like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, you just have to get over the being bad part, though.
True.
With everything in life.
Yes.
Who
cares?
What I think prevents so many people from doing anything new because you're so bad at first.
Yes, and you don't want to be bad.
No, it sucks. It's embarrassing.
It sucks being bad.
So embarrassing.
How are you doing? Anything spooky?
Nothing
Anything
spooky, but are you following the asteroid that is...
I just was told about it last night at dinner.
Okay. So there's like a 3.5 chance or something. Oh, 3.1 today. But here's the thing. Last week, I want to say, when it was discovered in December, they're like, oh, not very likely. Like maybe a 1% chance. Yeah. And then a few weeks ago, they're like, okay, it's like a 2.4% chance. And then yesterday, they're like, it's a 3.1. I was like, this is only, okay, it's not projected to hit us until the year 2032. So we have but in a month's time, it has gone up.
Yeah, it's just getting more and more.
Boop, boop. And I was like,
in the line of.
So possibly, 4 years from now, they're going to be like, it's a 75% chance. And then it's just going to keep going up and up. So.
But then we'll just have to send Bruce Willis and his oil drillers to.
Oh my God. What if we could just
blow it up?
Put all the Cybertrucks together and launch those fuckers into outer space.
Those stupid things and blow that thing up.
Yeah. So that's fun to think
That
about.
is wild.
That's so...
I have not really... I heard about it last night Because I had heard about it, I think, in December, and then last night a friend was telling me, and I was like, oh.
It's so funny because they're like, it's going to happen December 22nd, 2032. And I was like, wait, you know when it's going to hit?
So let's do something about it.
But I also think they know that it's definitely going.
It's going to hit.
We honestly have to hope that China will do something about it. Because we don't have the technology. I don't think we could do it. We keep laying people off who know what they're doing.
No.
And I don't know. I don't trust SpaceX to get there.
No fucking way.
But hopefully another country that has a lot of cool.
I bet a lot of other countries will be like, we'll fucking figure it out, you dipshits.
Because it's called a city killer. I'm not trying to stress people out. Honestly, like it's not like a world killer. It wouldn't be like the dinosaurs. It would just be like, whoops, there goes. I don't know what city it would hit. We don't know. Yeah. They might by now, but also anything could happen too. Like,
I mean, who knows?
Another asteroid could hit it.
Cool.
It could be like when the dinosaurs fight and T-Rex ends up killing. Maybe a T-Rex will kill it.
It could be that. It could be like when in the Simpsons episode where even Homer's like, it'll probably just go through the atmosphere and it'll burn down to be the size of a chihuahua's head. And that's exactly what happens.
Could be.
That could happen.
So I don't know. I'm not really worried about it, but it is like, look at that. That's another.
I think we're all just kind of like, oh, okay. Yeah. We just went, and we're still in a pandemic.
And then there's doomsday fishes floating up on shore.
Oh, I saw that. That was wild.
Fish. It's like, I don't know, guys.
Yeah. Hey, man, who knows?
All I want is that if my friends go, let me go with them.
Same.
Take the cats while we're at it. My mom said, I guess you just have to open your doors so they can get out. I'm like, no.
No, Mom. That's so funny.
Now, actually, this is not quite spooky, but my mom has this picture of like her, I want to say great uncle who died as a child. And she wants to like have it restored. I think he died. She like met with
her
a cousin,
uncle,
like a great uncle, but he died as like a 6-year-old.
Yes. Okay.
It was like 5 or 6 when he passed, and she is trying. She wants to get it restored, and she found out from a cousin like who. She's like, I didn't want to hang it on the wall without knowing his name.
Oh, that's nice.
And she's had it since before I was born. Like she's had it forever. And my great grandmother, it was her. Oh yeah, my great grandmother. So
it was her brother.
So it would be her great uncle then.
Yeah.
Yes. Or her. No, it would be her great. Yes, it would be her great uncle because whatever. It's someone far away. And she had it hanging in my mom was like, she always had it in her laundry room. And Mom's like, that makes me worried that it's haunted, that like she kept it in there. So she's going to get it restored. And it was very funny. She's like, I won't hang something on the wall if I don't know who it is. Like she found out his name and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. But
wow,
I was like, you should get it digitized. And she's like, I don't know how to do that. I was like, there are places that will do it.
Go to Walgreens, dude.
Go just drop them. I was like, I will pay for you to have all of our old photos digitized. She's like, well, I'll just give you your baby pictures. I'm like, that's not what moms are supposed to do. You're supposed to keep the baby pictures so you can remember us when you get old and crazy.
Remember.
I don't even see my baby pictures. But that's not quite spooky, but, whatever.
Ooh, I am curious, though. Yeah, why the laundry room?
I will never know. That old bitch died.
Like, you can hang out in here, brother.
My theory is that she wanted to remember him, but not constantly.
As frequently. Yeah.
She didn't want it, like, over her fireplace or anything.
And maybe it was, like, they used to, like, do laundry together and stuff as kids.
That little boy. That little boy.
Go to the river.
What did you do? How did you do laundry if you didn't have a river?
They like hit it with rocks and stuff.
I know, but if you didn't,
like hit the clothes with rocks.
If you didn't have a river, they just hit it with a rock.
I think so. I don't know. Spit on it and hit it with a rock.
I guess back then people were really making cities around rivers. Anyway, we've really gone off course.
We have.
Much like that asteroid hopefully does.
Yeah, we hope it goes off course. Nice, Marcy.
So
I have a... Oh, do you have a...
Of course.
I have a...
Okay,
as
you
well.
go.
No, you go. You're excited.
Betsy's
go.
first.
No, you go.
Okay. I got my way. All right. This one says saved by a voice. Intuition, guardian angel, or something else? Question mark.
Oh my. Okay.
We'll definitely find out because we know everything.
We know it all.
We are keepers of all information. Hi, Betsy and Marcy. I'm a huge fan. I've got a story, or really 3 stories, that have haunted me my whole life. Yes. These aren't just your average, oh, I got lucky moments. These are full-blown, hair-raising close calls with disaster, much like with our asteroid. And I hope that
all the listeners are like, please stop.
I'm just hoping with all the lucky people around us, it'll be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And every single time there was something, a voice, a gut feeling, I don't know what, that saved me or someone I love. Was it intuition, a guardian angel, or something else entirely? You be the judge.
Okay.
Story 1, deer hunters and bees.
What?
I like how this is separated. It works for my brain.
I do too. And that's a good title for something.
Deer hunters and bees.
Deer hunters and bees.
Let's start in the 1970s when my mom was living her best hippie life. Picture this. She's out camping in the woods, swimming in a river, absolutely vibing with nature. She'd been using this honey-scented shampoo, one of those all-natural products that hippies swore by back then. It smelled amazing, but apparently it smelled too amazing to the local bees. The herbal sweet scent drove them absolutely wild. Next thing she knows, she's being chased by a swarm of bees, sprinting through the woods in her nude-colored swimsuit. She looked enough like a panicked deer in motion to stumble into every camper's worst nightmare, a hunting zone.
No!
Some hunters must have thought they spotted a prize buck darting through the trees because suddenly, boom, a gunshot. Wait, bucks have horns or antlers?
I don't know. Remember in Hot Shots when he... There's bit about where he crashes in a plane, he ejects, and then comes out with a bunch of branches stuck to his helmet, and he looks just and he looks over to the right and it says deer hunting season starts today at noon.
Today at noon, and
then
it's 11:59.
There's one. Yeah, there's one. Sorry. Okay.
That's all right. But right before the trigger was pulled, she heard a voice. It wasn't her own. It wasn't the bees. It was something deep and commanding, and it said, duck. She hit the ground just as the buckshot grazed a tree near her head. If she hadn't listened, I might not be here to tell the story. Whoa.
Oh, my God.
I feel like if you're ever running through a hunting zone, scream, hey, I'm a human, I'm a human, I'm a human, I'm a human, I'm a human,
human getting chased by bees, human getting chased by bees.
Ow, 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 ow. Right?
That is so... How do you know, though, when you're in a hunting zone?
Did it say?
Especially when you're swarmed by bees.
Oh, maybe she...
Where you're I just want to get the fuck out of here.
Maybe just all the time you should scream as you run.
As you're running through the woods?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay.
Because then the bees might be like, whoa, that honey's too loud.
I don't need a loud honey.
No,
I need
sweetheart.
just a quiet honey.
Look, I like my honey silent.
But then you got some nasty wasps who are like, I'll take the loud honey.
Yeah, give me that.
Give me that loud honey.
I think in general in the woods, you should make noise to scare away
like bears and stuff.
Bears and mountain, yeah.
Yeah.
So That's my advice. It's not the 70s. They didn't have this technology back then.
Yeah, making noise.
Making noise technology. So.
I wonder what it was. I wonder what the voice sounded like that said duck. You know, like, I'm just so cute. I'm like, duck or whatever. Like, duck. Oh, that is so wild. That's so scary.
Yeah. Oh, God. Because, yeah, that's actual real danger. Humans with guns.
Humans with guns.
And buckshot, that's rough because it sprays everywhere.
Right? That's what I thought. Like, where it's like, feels kind of cartoony where, you know.
Yeah. It
Bugs
explodes.
Bunny gets fired at and then there's just a big old hole in a tree.
Yeah. It's not good.
Oh,
right.
my goodness.
Story 2, The Bus and the Boy. Flash forward.
Scary. These titles are good.
Very good titles. Write a book.
Shit. Write a book.
Flash forward a couple of decades to me as a kindergartner in San Francisco. Cool.
I know. Shit.
My dad, a truly loving and attentive parent, was walking me to school one morning. He always made sure I stayed close, but I just let go of his hand for a moment. I'd just let go of his hand for a moment as we waited near a busy intersection. A young man stood near us, a little off the curb, maybe a step too close to the street. I remember looking at him and then looking at the buses roaring by. It was chaotic. And then I heard it. That same deep, urgent voice. Step back. I didn't hesitate. I jumped backward onto the corner curb and instinctively grabbed my dad's hand. He didn't know why I did it, but he gripped my hand tightly without a second thought. Not even a second later, a city bus comes barreling around the corner way too close to the pedestrian area. It veered onto the edge of the street and hit the young man standing there.
No.
The sound of it was horrible. The impact, the screech of the brakes. I remember seeing his body flung forward and then nothing. My memory blanks out after that, like my brain couldn't handle processing what had just happened. My dad scooped me up, shielding me as the crowd around us started screaming.
Oh, my God.
I found out later the man didn't survive. Wait, was he a little boy or a man? Was it a young man? Okay. The young man didn't survive. He lost his life right in front of me. I think about him often. The fact that he was just standing there and then in an instant he was gone. It was such a senseless tragedy, made worse by how close the bus came to where people were supposed to be safe. Oh my God. Bus drivers are fucking crazy sometimes.
I know they have to like deal with a lot of shit, you know?
Sure.
But yeah, sometimes it's like, I don't think you should be going that fast. Like,
absolutely.
Making a turn that fast, like, that's crazy.
That's so crazy. I had a friend's boyfriend who was hit by a bus as a child.
Oh my God.
And he got a lot of money from it, though.
Good.
They're not supposed to hit you.
I would think not. They're supposed to carry you around.
They're supposed to not hit people.
They're supposed to not hit people and take them from one place to one place.
So what do you think that was? I think same voice. I think there might be like some ancestral guardian.
Yes. Yeah. Of who is just like, I'm here with you, your whole family.
And specifically trying to keep the ancestral line going by protecting the women in it.
Marcy, cool.
Like, think of it like, this is so sad to think of, but it may have been that young man's time. Like, that was his life's, his soul contract, as they say. That was the day, but it wasn't hers.
Right. And so they're like, you get out of the way.
Yeah.
It's not your time yet. Whoa.
I'm saying her because I see it's a female name, but it doesn't say otherwise. So
whoa.
That's
oh my God. And to see that as such a little kid and to have the warning and then see, oh my gosh.
I tell you though, that maybe even just having that experience and telling other kids about it. It's like me when you know how I always freak out about people walking alone at night, even though you don't heed my warning, but definitely like, I'm spreading the gospel.
Right.
Do not walk at night with your head in your phone. Like, right. Because people will get ya.
I don't walk with my head in my phone.
Just the ears in your ears.
Just in my ears.
Also, everyone watches you. I drive around watching you.
Oh no, Marcy. Yeah. Marcy, stop.
Just driving around.
Marcy, stop. Wait a second. Are you in your car outside of my house?
I'm doing the recording from there. That's why you hear so much honking. Because I'm driving.
Just in the middle of the road, Marcy.
Oh yeah.
Pull over. You could be in our driveway if you want.
No. I don't want to be rude.
That's nice.
All right. Story 3. Highway horror.
Oh man, another good title.
The last story still gives me chills. It was when I was commuting to work in Silicon Valley, back when I was burning the candle at both ends. It was stupid early in the morning, and I was exhausted, crawling along in bumper-to-bumper traffic on Highway 17. You know, the kind of drive, an endless grind where your brain starts to feel like mush? Mm-hmm. After lately I've been driving with no sound at all, just in silence. Oh,
how has that been feeling?
I think it's because I'm so like overwhelmed that like.
That's fair enough. To like, even choose music or something.
Yeah, or even like a fun podcast. I'm like,
let me just get to my destination.
Just not think.
Yeah.
After what felt like an eternity, the traffic finally cleared and everyone started picking up speed. But just as I was about to hit the gas, I heard it again. The voice, pull over. This time it was more urgent, like someone was shouting in my mind. So maybe it was like this, pull over.
Pull over. Pull over.
Yeah, we got to know what the tone of like.
I got to know what this voice sounds like.
I don't know why I listened, but I did. I yanked my car onto the shoulder just as the car behind me sped forward and got obliterated by another car that had just crossed over the median from the opposite side of the highway. The impact was deafening. Glass, metal, and God knows what else went flying. It was like watching a bomb go off. I just sat there shaking, unable to move. I don't know if the people in those cars survived, but I know that if I hadn't listened to that voice, I wouldn't have survived either. You. I would have been right there in the middle of it. Whoa. So there you have it. 3 times where I heard something or felt something that kept me or someone I loved from disaster. I don't know what it was. Was it intuition, a ghost, something else entirely? Have you ever heard of people experiencing something like this? Or maybe you've heard that same voice yourselves. I'd love to know what you think because I think about it all the time. Thanks for listening and letting me share. Y'all feel like my close friends, and thank you for reading this. A fan.
That's so nice.
Oregon Erin.
Erin. What was that? Oh, it's kind of like Erin mentioned, like, I don't know why I listened to it, where it's like, yeah, I know why you listened to it. Like, you, as a kid, it happened and it saved your life. Like, I would listen to it all the time.
Absolutely. I mean, better. You better.
Bet. That is, I think, Marcy, you nailed it. Of like, it's like maybe an ancestral, like familial guardian or something.
Yeah. Now.
Wow. Oh, I got chills.
Totally. Wow.
Because, yeah, like pulling over on a highway is kind of like, nah. But when it's, oh my God.
Yeah. This is a spooky. I mean,
that is so wild.
I stand by my theory.
I like it.
That it's ancestral. Ancestral, whatever.
Yeah. Guardian.
Yes. I was like, what
or
is the
intuition
word?
Or something like.
Yeah. Wow.
Do you think there's any times where they're like, order a pizza, and you're like, oh, okay, I will, ancestral guardian?
I think that that's constantly happening.
I do too. My ancestral guardians are always telling me,
Get Taco Bell.
Get Taco Bell. Go to Universal Studios. Okay, I will.
I got nervous about me just assigning a pronoun without knowing, and I did a deep dive and found this person. I was right. She, her.
Okay, nice.
Well, it's funny because not everyone puts it, but so you making a guess. I'm just making a guess. But yeah, ancestral protection.
There it is. You got some of that AP happening.
Oh, I like that. AP,
a little AP
baby.
for you. Okay, I got one. You ready?
Yes.
Grandpa says goodbye. Hi, Betsy and Marcy. This is Chelsea. This is my first email I've sent because I just started listening to your podcast on a trip to see my grandpa after my cousin recommended it.
Everyone.
Hell yes.
We need every cousin to recommend.
Please. Yes. Hell yes. Recommend this shit, man.
Yeah.
I was driving myself and meeting my cousin and other family down in Tucson where my grandparents live, so I needed a good podcast to listen to, and this is right up my alley.
Woo!
Nice. We were going to visit Grandpa because he had started hospice care and we knew his time was coming. I've had a lot of prophetic dreams involving deaths of people I love, and I had one the night before I received the call that he was going into hospice care.
Oh.
And the dream told me to be prepared for bad news. He ended up going downhill really fast, and by the time we got there, he was unresponsive. We went in and visited with him, not knowing if he could hear us, but we told him the things we wanted him to hear. We spent a few days there with family, and my uncles joined us on Sunday. We all hoped that he could pass peacefully, knowing all of his children and some of his grandkids were there. We all took turns going in to talk to him and tell him that we are all here. He can go if he is ready. I lost my dad in 2009, and I felt strongly that my dad was waiting for him to help him go on. Oh, we left the house and went to stay with my aunt, where we had been staying for the weekend. I woke up at 5 a.m. for no reason at all, and I felt a peaceful feeling, and I knew in my heart that he had passed.
Aww.
I went back to sleep. When my aunt came out to make coffee, she told me that Grandpa had passed, and I asked what time. She said she got the message just after 5 a.m. Then, when my cousin woke up, we told her he had passed, and she said that she had also woken up.
Wow.
I feel that he came to tell us goodbye on his way on, and he wanted us to know he was okay and that he heard us. I had to share my story after listening to the episode where a listener was woken up in the night, then found out the next day they had lost a friend. It hit close to home. Thank you for the podcast, Chelsea. Oh, Chelsea. He totally was like,
absolutely.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
That is so wild. Yep. Everybody just kind of woke up at 5 being like, it happened.
How nice that he wanted to say goodbye to everyone too.
That is so nice.
It makes me think when something like that happens, that the person is not at all confused about what's going on. They are ready to go. And the moment that they can be released from their body, they're like, they've already made these plans. Like they're so ready for the transition. They're like, let me go tell everyone goodbye, which is so nice to think of.
That is so nice to think of because that is so nice to think of.
No one wants to leave their whole family, but to be like, I'm definitely ready for it.
Yeah, I'm ready. It is time.
Yeah.
Especially when it does get to, going in a hospice. It is very like,
I thought I was going to die on Monday.
Marcy, why?
It's going to sound stupid, but I literally was like, I should go to the hospital. I didn't.
What happened?
But I should have. Picture this. Sunday night.
Uh-oh. Sicily.
1928.
1928.
If this marinara were a man, I'd make love to it.
Sorry, sorry I interrupted you.
That's one of my favorite lines of Sophia's.
Oh, God. She's so funny.
So funny. So Sunday night, I don't know why. I guess I've just been thinking. I saw or read stuff about how good fiber is for you, and it's really good for heart disease and stuff. Having high fiber diets So I was like, let me take some fiber. And then I was like, I used to take like Benefiber, but I saw on a TikTok that was like soluble and you need insoluble fiber like psyllium husk. So I was like, all right, I'll get some
Mono
Metamucil.
takes that.
Yes, so I got some Metamucil. And I read the directions. It said 1 to 2 spoons.
Which spoons? Uh-oh.
Betsy, I don't know.
Did you do a soup ladle full?
I didn't. So I put 2 heaping tablespoons and then add only 8 ounces of water. I was like, this looks too thick, but I drank the fully gelatinous thing. I drank it all and then was like, whew, feeling bloated. Whew. I could barely sleep, Betsy. I had indigestion. I was like, oof, this is sitting rough in my stomach. I was like, this might make me explode. I truly like couldn't sleep. I like had nightmares and woke up at 5 a.m. I was like, ugh, I know I could just feel it at the top. Basically like below my stomach, but the top up here, like right below your sternum. And I was like, whoo. And I went to Pilates class and I was like, this is hurt. I was like, this isn't my gallbladder. And they're like, no, that's not where the pain would be. And I was like, okay, good. So it's not my gallbladder. Did a podcast with you that will come out in a week or two. And then I was like, I felt so bad during that. And then the pain kept getting worse. It was like, like something the size of a fist, just like, and it wasn't, I'm not saying constipation pain. That's not what I'm saying, guys. It was not that. It was like something stuck in me. So then I take a hot bath and it was like, maybe that'll like make me relax. I was on my bed. I was literally crying. I was in so much pain and just trying to drink as much water as possible because I was like, can you OD from Metamucil?
That'll like loosen it up or something.
Yeah, you can't OD from it, so it's not that. But then I was like, okay. And then I took like a nap and I was like, it truly took over 24 hours before I felt better. Like it wasn't until Tuesday morning that I was like, oh, thank God I feel better.
Holy shit.
Literally.
Yeah, did you? Yeah, I mean,
finally, but it wasn't like crazy or anything. It wasn't like, that was fine. But then I think it had just like passed through. But I was like, please get to my large intestine. Please get to my large intestine. Please get to my large intestine. But I was like, did I give myself a blockage? Anyway, that's a poop story for you guys, and everyone's welcome.
Whoa, Marcy!
So it should have been 1 to 2 teaspoons, not 2 very full tablespoons.
Oh my God.
That's a PSA, guys.
Yeah.
And I often get those confused. Like I know which one is what, but it's like I read it wrong or something.
Yes. TSP. Is it TSP?
No, it said the whole word. It was not. It said the whole word. There was no confusion about that, except for my brain was like, good. You put a bunch of in
big
in
one.
There.
Get the big one.
Also, should have known when it looked like actual
when
Jell-O.
It was gelatinous.
Should have known. So that's a PSA, guys. It actually can be extremely painful.
Wow. Oh God. I'm glad you're better and it's out of you.
Also, I didn't even need it. I wasn't constipated. It was so stupid. It was very pointless. But I was like, should I go to the hospital? Am I gonna like have to have
Is something gonna pop or something?
Yeah. Am I gonna like my colon's gonna be like exploded?
Oh God.
Anyway, don't do that, guys. All right.
Yikes.
Story. Should we listen to a listener story?
Yes,
also,
we should.
This is our call to everyone. Send
more.
Send us more. Please.
More.
We want them all. And we need them. We need them in our
more.
Hearts. All right, I'm gonna pull it up.
Hey ladies, I wanted to share some kind of spooky things that happened to me. I am a psychic medium and these things did happen to me before I had my big spiritual awakening. So at the time I was pretty freaked out. So my grandpa was sick in the hospital and he wasn't doing well. And one morning, I was driving my daughter to school, and I was on the freeway. We were driving, and on the side of the freeway, I saw this huge, massive black dog. Like, it almost, like, think of like a giant, like, Saint Bernard. Like, big, black, super fluffy. Just, like, it was ginormous, though, like a massive dog. And it was sitting on the side of the freeway, kind of in some rocks. And I was like, oh my God, like, somebody's dog got, like, how did this massive dog get onto, like, this part of the freeway? Like, what's happening? I was quite concerned for the dog. But unfortunately, like, even though I am an animal lover, I didn't call like animal control. I know that's so bad. I had this mentality of like, oh, somebody else will call, which is not the best mentality. I should have called, but either way, I didn't. And I was like, oh my God, this like poor dog. And then the next day, my grandfather passed away. And as I was starting to get into more of my spirituality and like learning about things, I learned that there was this like theory or phenomenon, or other people have experienced seeing a black dog, and basically like that dog symbolizing that either you or somebody you care for passing away. And I do think that that black dog sitting on the middle of the, like near the freeway, was telling me that my grandfather was going to pass. So, thinking back, I was like, oh my God, that is so crazy. I don't know, super spooky. And then the second experience that I wanted to share about was one that happened as I was starting to tap more into my gifts. And I was like starting to want to and try to communicate more with, specifically people who have passed, ghosts, dead people. And my husband and I were living in this like already kind of like spooky, weird apartment that I'm pretty sure was haunted beforehand. But one day I came home from work and I walked into the bathroom, and all of a sudden there was this like white mist starting to like accumulate, and it was like moving around. And I freaked out. I screamed, oh my God. And it like instantly dissipated. And I think it was a ghost. I don't know. I could be totally wrong. There is really no other reason why a white kind of foggy, cloudy mist would be accumulating in the master bathroom. So I think it was probably some weird spooky ghost that was trying to communicate with me because I was starting to open up to my gifts. The ghost never came back, and we no longer live there, so who knows? It's probably haunting some poor college kid living near the university. Anyway, I hope you guys have the best day.
Wow.
Whoa. That totally makes sense. Like, that must happen all the time when somebody's kind of like coming into a spiritual awakening and being like, whoa, I think I'm intuitive. Like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm a medium. I bet a bunch of spirits and stuff are like, oh, hey,
Yeah.
hey, cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to contact you or whatever.
Yeah. I wonder if they could maybe now try to like this
Talk
is a
to
question. I don't know what kind of skill set you got. I don't know.
Right.
This. But what if you try to go back and see what that was? Whether that is like a remote viewing or I don't know, whatever. I'm just curious if you've thought about going back to find out what both of those were.
Right. To kind of be like, because you were saying it was kind of a spooky apartment. I feel you could probably go and be like, hey, college kids. Let me just walk around. I used to live here. Let me walk around and see what's going on.
Yeah. Wow.
Whoa.
Wait, so I looked up the
Black dog?
Yeah. This is, and it's funny because the place I landed is, this is so stupid. The place where I landed was a blog for a company called Road Dog Coffee Company.
How'd you get to there? What'd you Google?
I just looked up black dog theory, and and I don't know anything about this company, but there are a lot of American flags on the website. Let's just say that, which is great. We love America, right?
But sometimes it's a little like.
Sometimes it's a little bit of a
sometimes
quote
I'm
unquote
not
dog
to see
whistle.
a bunch of
but
American flags or something.
So it seems to go back to I can see why
delicious grounds. Crops from the U.S.
Well,
the best coffee crops.
They're tying it into truck drivers seeing a black dog, and that it's usually kind of like a symbol of sleep depravation, and that they need to pull over and rest. Like it's like a warning of they say an impending fatal car crash. And then some people think it's a spirit of something else, and yeah, so
protection.
Yeah, and then there is the Wikipedia. Let's see where the
Wickedlypedia.
Let's see what Wikipedia says. Wikipedia says the black dog folklore that it's a demonic hellhound.
Whoa.
Yeah, and it's connected with the devil. I don't think that's what this was, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Because there's somewhere it says, like, it could symbolize death, transition, or the spirit world.
Exactly, yeah. And I'm of the belief that what you think it is is what
it is.
Is what it is. Unless
like,
you're saying something wild and everyone's like, no way, man.
No. Don't you dare. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I was picturing like a Newfoundland.
Yeah,
those
like
dogs.
Yeah.
I love those dogs so much.
Too hot down here. Too hot down here.
Too hot down here.
It's too hot.
Too hot down here.
Yeah.
To have a Newfoundland.
Too hot for Newfoundland. Do you have a story for Betsy?
Oh, yes. I didn't know if you wanted to go or not.
Oh, shoot. I forgot.
I'll go this time.
I forgot all about how much we fought earlier.
I'll go this time.
We fist fought about this.
I don't know, Marcy. That seems to just kind of always happen. Is we fight, you get your way, and then you forget about it.
Well, no.
And then we fight, you get your way, and you forget about it.
Well, I remembered now.
We're doing fine, everybody. We're doing fine. Okay, this is entitled Salutations 2. Oh, a sequel. And I don't even know. I can't remember. Well, because it's a sequel that picks right back up.
Should I find it?
Years later, I was 30. That's how it starts.
Just so we know, guys, that's confusing. That's a confusing for us. Just FYI. Should I find what the original story was?
Sure. Have we read the original? So, Salutations.
Oh, we haven't. Should I read the original?
You read the original, and then I'll read the Squeakquel.
Okay, because the original is pretty short. So
okay, great. Okay.
This is unfortunate that I'm so bad at this, guys, that sometimes we're going to... This is
great.
Why if you want to add on to your story, you have to, like... reply to the story. That's helpful for me. And this is, this is just me begging to help me produce this podcast. Please.
Please. Okay, this will be fun.
Okay, this is Salutations, hola.
Hey, okay. So Salutations dos, I should say, next time.
Oh, well, I don't know. You should.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah. Hey, Betsy and Marcy. My name's Tone. I grew up in the gritty streets of Santa Ana and somehow find myself in the haunted beauty of Laguna.
Oh.
I don't think I know enough about Santa Ana to get it. But I know Laguna Beach is where Lauren Conrad's from. And it's a stunning hillside city.
It's fancy.
I run a little dog grooming biz called Doggo Mobile Grooming. So I spend a lot of time on the road, often wondering what else is out there. I've been loving the podcast and wanted to share a story that stayed with me since I saw a UFO. Yep, I wasn't looking for a close encounter, but I got one. And believe me, that wasn't my only brush with the spooky. Some weird things have followed me ever since. If you're up for it, I've got a few more tales to tell, and they only get weirder. Thanks for the laughs and chills. Tone. Gotta say, I don't know that you really told us a story there, Tone. So I'm glad.
I kind of like this. I'm like, here's an intro email.
And then wait for it. Let's see.
Okay.
Wait,
are we ready?
When did this?
Wait, is there another Are there other salutations?
There is. That's what it is. That's why we did read that. The other salutations was
What's it called? Salutations?
Yes, and it was about, let's see, I'm going to scan this really quick. It was about the UFO that was over the apartment complex. It was a few episodes back.
Yes.
And it was like the mom and brother.
With the mom and the kid. Yes.
Were like, get inside now. And they ran inside. And then and then it was when they went out to see the UFO, it was gone. Like when they like looked out the window or whatever.
Nice.
So that is the first one. Whew,
okay.
Guys. Okay. But again,
nailed it.
If you are telling the same story or wanting to bump your story, this is a bump PSA. Just bump your stuff, babies.
Bump your stuff.
Bump your stuff.
Okay,
right.
so salutations 2.
Great.
Or dose.
Well,
salutations dose.
Yeah.
Years later, I was 30, and that strange night from my childhood was buried somewhere in the back of my mind. Just another unsettling memory I thought I'd outgrown. My friends and I had rented a cabin up in the mountains for the weekend, far from the city, high up in the wilderness, where the air was thin and the silence felt endless. We wanted isolation, something adventurous, but nothing but the mountains, the stars, and our laughter echoing into the empty night. That's nice.
That's really nice.
The first evening was perfect. A clear sky, stars blazing above, and a steaming hot jacuzzi on the back deck where we spent hours unwinding, letting the dark wilderness feel like a distant thrill.
Ooh,
nice.
I like that.
Shit, you gotta leave a review for that Airbnb that says exactly that.
Yes.
I would rent that. Okay. But on the second day, the electricity cut out suddenly. We waited for it to come back, but as dusk crept in, the cabin grew dim, the shadows lengthening across the wooden walls and floors. The silence began to feel heavier. Someone suggested we play hide and seek, maybe fueled by a bit too much tequila and a few nervous laughs. We were acting like teenagers again, running through the dark, whispering, stumbling over each other in this big, creaky cabin. Fun again. This is fun.
I love it. Yeah.
I darted down the hallway and slipped into the master bedroom. The drapes hung long and thick beside the floor-to-ceiling window overlooking the mountain's edge. The view was stunning, but now, as night settled in, the landscape outside was swallowed by a deep, impenetrable black. I tucked myself behind the drapes, stifling laughter as I heard footsteps and whispers down the hall. Oh, I love that feeling. You know, when you're like, shut up, we have shut up, and like breathing so heavy, and you're just like, oh my god.
Did I miss how old they were?
In 30s.
Let's
30 years. He's 30 now.
Please, can we get some people and rent a giant, like a two big cabin,
Yes.
Too many
and
rooms.
Play hide and seek.
Oh my god.
Absolutely. With tequila.
Yes, and you have to take a shot every time you walk into a room and don't find someone.
Fun. Oh my god. Oh my, Marcy.
Wait, we did Delusion together this year, right?
Yes, right.
And then we had to do the hide and seek thing.
Yes. I giggled too. I got caught.
What you were
my ass was out.
That's right.
I blew it for a couple of us. My butt was sticking out, and I was laughing so hard.
You got me caught.
I got you and somebody I got somebody else caught like immediately, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
I don't think they took a while to find you because then they made me like kneel in a
I had to kneel. I was caught immediately.
Yeah, you got me caught anyway.
And
sorry.
You were yeah.
Betsy.
Okay, that's when I noticed it. A light in the distance, piercing the inky darkness like a beacon. It was cold, metallic, and all too familiar. My heart froze, my throat tightening as I recognized the shape hovering just outside, far too close for comfort. It was the same UFO I'd seen as a kid, hovering like it was searching for something or someone. I felt trapped, paralyzed, my mind racing back to the night years ago. This time there was no apartment window to hide behind, no mother to tell me to run inside. I was alone, just a few inches of glass separating me from whatever it was out there. The lights beneath the ship pulsed and blinked in that same unnatural pattern, flickering through the thin fabric of the drapes. I couldn't tear my eyes away as it hovered, silent and menacing. And then slowly, so slowly, it shifted. It felt like it was looking right at me, like it had found me after all these years. Oh my God.
Nasty.
I stumbled out from behind the drapes, my heart hammering as I ran back to find my friends. They laughed when I burst into the room, still drunk and clueless. I tried to explain, pointing out the window, urging them to look, but when we got back to the bedroom, the sky was empty. Nothing was there. Not a single trace of that hovering metal ship or the lights that had just sent a chill down my spine. My friends thought it was just the tequila, maybe a trick of the light in the wilderness darkness, but it didn't feel like a trick. I spent the rest of the night wide awake, peering out the window at the mountain shadows, feeling like something was watching from the dark. I knew that ship hadn't just been a memory. It was real, and it had found me again. To this day, I still wonder if that UFO is waiting out there, watching. Dude!
This is nuts.
That's so freaky, man.
That's so... Wow.
What the... Oh, God.
You know, as you were reading this, I was like, what if like all the UFOs that have been like reported have really just been
the same one?
Time traveling drones.
Dude.
And they're
could
like...
be, or it could be both, you know?
Yeah. Could
UFOs, and then sometimes, yep, a time traveling where they're like, well, we can't put humans through time travel just yet.
Just yet.
But we can do drones.
We can definitely do drones. For sure.
Whoa, Marcy.
But damn.
I wonder if they had told their friends about their experience as a child. Because I feel like if we had a friend, or it was you or I, like, where we have this, like, pretty intense UFO story, which, of course, we would tell people.
Of course.
At least each other and stuff. Like, we would tell it all. We'd be telling the story all the time.
Couldn't stop me.
If we were then in the mountains and, like, you came running out and you're like, dude, that UFO that I've told you about was outside. I don't know if I'd be like, I don't know. I think it was the tequila?
You would believe me. You would, right?
I would believe you. Would you believe me?
Of course.
Good.
To your face. Then I'd be like, Betsy's crazy. Let's get her locked
She's
up.
lost it.
Let's lock her up.
Lock her up.
That's all I wanted. I've been wanting to. They'd be like, Marcy, you've been trying to get her locked up for so long. And I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, in 2016, you thought that they were screaming that about me, and you're like, yeah.
Lock her up.
Lock her up.
Lock her up.
Stupid.
I was
Stupid.
Stupid. All right. I'll read one.
Read me one, Marcy. Like,
but
read me.
Read me, Seymour.
Read to me, Seymour.
Yeah, and also, please let us go do hide and seek in a big ass cabin somewhere.
I'm in. That sounds so much fucking fun.
Doesn't it?
Ooh, that sounds so fun.
Oh my gosh, truly. I love doing it as a grown up too, to be like,
I do too. Where you are just like stifling like your excitement, and you're just like, I think I have to pee. I piss my pants. You know, that vibe of like,
yes.
oh my God, I'm like so excited and nervous and having the best time.
Oh, that's so
It's
fun.
a good feeling. It's a fun feeling.
Because you're like, there's not actual danger. It's just adrenaline.
Yes, it's just pure adrenaline.
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a fun feeling.
Okay. This one is entitled Another Day, Another Ghost Cat.
Hey, oh, shit.
Hello, lovely Marcy. Hello, lovely Betsy. I am writing to you because I have a response story to Megan's recent ghost cat story. Cool. I experienced something very, very similar to Megan's cat story. Okay. So on October 12th, 2024, it was nighttime and I was sleeping. I heard a loud banging noise coming from my AC unit, which prompted me awake. I was still in between sleep and waking up. I don't believe that my AC unit actually made a banging noise. The sound felt like a fabricated noise to alert me awake. I jolted awake and I promptly felt compelled to look over at my nightstand. And staring down at me from my nightstand was the ghost of a big fluffy cat. What? I have never seen an apparition before. It looked like a hologram. I do experience auditory hallucinations only right before or right after sleep, and I am prone to sleep paralysis. But I swear to you, the ghost cat I saw was a cat's soul. It sent me waves of peaceful energy. It telepathically communicated to me that it was here and everything will be all right. I even knew the cat's personality. It was cute and sweet and like it was funny, a funny cat. It made me feel like the message it gave me was urgent. Then as I woke up, the cat faded away. I looked at my clock and it was a little after 3 a.m. A few days went by and I felt compelled to tell someone specific I know my ghost cat story. I talked here and there with the person and wanted to tell my ghost cat story too. Even though we talk here and there, we somehow share a lot of strange synchronicities between us. Like if I see a sign in my life, he'll also see the same sign in his life. I would say the majority of our interactions are laced with a lot of lessons and meanings, but we aren't actively in each other's lives. And all of our interactions are spaced far apart. We're amicable through the online frequency. Before I started sharing my story to him, he told me he was interested to hear what I had to say because he had recently become interested in the cat spiritual realm. So I told him I saw a big fluffy cat, ghost cat that sent me waves of peace and sent me a message that everything will be all right. Then he proceeded to tell me the timing is very strange because his cat of 15 years just passed away a month prior and he was grieving and he was actively asking his cat to come visit and give him a message. He told me his cat did visit him in dreams a week after his cat passed, but he hadn't received a message since. Also, he told me he had just started feeling a bit better on the day after I saw the ghost cat, but he didn't know that I'd seen a ghost cat at the time. He just felt better. He told me the peaceful feeling I felt from the cat apparition was how his cat made him feel. Also, he doesn't post any private information on social media, so I had literally no way of knowing and no idea that his cat had passed away. I wanted to share my story with everyone to further validate Megan's story. Also, I sent Wendy the psychic from the Otherworld pod a DM and explained my ghost cat story to her, and she validated that anything is possible and that I had delivered a message. I hope you find my story interesting. You're both very kind souls, and I appreciate your genuine nature and authenticity very much. You both make my day a better time. Sorry, I'm reading too fast. You both make my day a better time and the world a better place. Cheers. And then the follow-up is also, I feel like it's worth mentioning, even though I didn't recognize the ghost cat personally, I felt a soul recognition type feeling toward it. I lost a family cat in recent years, but the ghost cat that visited me was not my family cat. It was a very specific, very lovely in nature ghost cat. I agree. I think that your friend's cat sent you the message because maybe your friend wasn't quite fully getting the message. So like,
right.
or that the cat wanted to give a validation.
Yep. Wow.
Yeah. That's lovely.
That's so fun. That's so cool. And how it all just was like, oh, and then this and this and like.
Yeah.
So not a coincidence. No coinky dink.
No coinky
You know, it was so just like, yep.
It's funny too because like I think it can be like, well, why would a cat send a message? But some cats were not always cats, you know.
That's true.
Some cats could be people.
That's true.
I do think my mama cat has always been a cat.
Okay.
Like, and I think she was maybe she has just like the most feline energy. I think she was a big cat in other lives.
Cool, like a panther or something.
Yeah,
or tiger.
She gives me very like lioness kind of vibes.
Wilma gives me lioness vibes.
She looks like a lioness.
I think that's why, because she looks like a lioness.
She's glorious.
What do you think Buster and Honey were? You think they were?
Honey, her personality is. Buster's got like horse or dog personality too. Like he's
cute.
He's just a galloping goof.
Yeah.
But Honey might have some human stuff in her past.
Yeah.
And she talks to me so much.
But doesn't want you to touch her.
She doesn't want me to touch her. But she like always is like staring at me when I take a bath because she's a pervert.
What? She's a pervert human. She's a pervert human.
It's funny because she watches over me.
Oh, because she really loves you. She really loves you.
I know she really, really loves me. She just won't let me touch her.
She just won't let you touch her.
She says,
"That's
no,
okay."
No. Let's listen to one more tiny little story.
Perfect.
Perfect. All right, here we go.
Yup.
Hi, Marcy and Betsy. This is Raquel. I have a little story about my toddler saying some creepy stuff. Recently, we were looking at my wedding album, and we came across a picture of my whole side of the family, and I was pointing out everybody to him. And then when I was done, he said, 2 of them are happy. I said, who's happy? And he said, Nana and Ellie. So I look at the picture. I'll tell you who they are in a second. And neither Nana and Ellie are not smiling. Everybody else is, but they are not. So I said, do you mean that they're not happy? He said, no, they're happy. Well, Nana is my grandmother who passed away within the last year, just about a year ago, actually. And Ellie is her second husband who also passed away just a few months ago. And he doesn't know that they're dead. He doesn't understand death. I haven't explained to him that they're gone. We just, don't see them anymore, and he doesn't really ask about them. So I didn't get into it with him. So I thought that was pretty wild. Like, what does he know about their spirit and their status that I don't know. So that was cool and uplifting that they're happy. The other thing that he has said a few times is like when he wakes up from nap, he'll say, Nana wants to play with you. Nana wants to play with you after nap. And when he says you, he's talking about himself. He still does that thing where he mixes up me and you. And I don't make a big deal out of it. I just say like, oh, what does she want to play with you? And then he'll say some random thing like, oh, magnet tiles or something like that. So I don't know where he is getting that from, or if that's, if there's some kind of visitation happening. But I haven't really been able to get out any other information from him. Those are my little stories. Thanks so much for your awesome podcast. Bye.
Nana's hanging out.
Oh, absolutely. And probably being like, whatever you want to do. And so the kid's like, yeah, I want to play magnet tiles.
Magnet tiles, duh. And Nana's like, we didn't have that back when I was growing up.
Okay, whatever. I'll do it.
What is this? All right. Wow.
And maybe like even seeing the picture, like telepathically, the kid was like, oh, they don't look happy. And Nana was like, yes, we are. We are. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
no, don't worry. We are.
Yeah.
We're totally happy.
We just think this is an old-timey camera where you have to stand still.
For 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
In order for it to capture our souls. Come on.
Come on. Everyone knows that.
Wow. Yeah, your kid is hanging out with Nana for sure, dude.
Not one of the creepiest kids we've heard, so.
I'll take it. We'll take that over
that
like the crying woman
says
goodnight or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck does that mean, little kid?
No. Get on out of here. Please.
No way.
These were great.
No way.
We love
These were
them.
awesome.
Please.
Thank you. Keep them coming.
Keep them coming. And if you sent them, honestly, we don't have the same spam issue. So if you've sent an email in the past couple of years, I probably have it. You could still bump if you like. But if you have a continuation of a story, just find your original email. Search up funnyfeelingpod at gmail.com.
Yeah, y'all.
Send it to us, brah.
Come on.
And
send them to us.
Tell your dang cousins.
Yeah, tell your cousins. Spread the word through your cousins and your aunts and uncles.
Get the whole
and
family tree involved.
Yes. Everybody loves ghost stories.
Please, yes.
Come on.
Come on. Right.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy. And don't shit your pants.
That was a HeadGum podcast.